Cool. Right, yeah, so I'm going to be doing some Terraform labs today. I'm sitting my exam at the end of the week, so yeah, hopefully I don't suck horrifically. So yeah, so this lab is just installing the software, so it shouldn't be that big a deal. So we've got step one, tells you about Terraform, to download the release package. We need that down. Then we want to extract the zip. So sudo zip. So oh wait, shit. Unzip to user bin, local bin. Right, so clean that up. And then now we should be able to do Terraform. Start the check, we should have it installed. It sees it is installed, good. Okay, right now we have to configure some providers, so we need to make a directory for organizing the Terraform config and change it. Okay, right, we create a Terraform configuration file. So that gives us a required provider with HashiCorp, AWS, and region US West 2. Each block is defined using curly braces. The Terraform block contains the required providers. And any text following the thing is a comment. The region is the only required argument for AWS provider, which is set there. There are optional arguments to provide access key and secret key, but because we're using the EC2 instance, we can pull it directly from the IAM profile. Cool. Right, so we do Terraform init. This will download the provider. Pulls it from the registry. The modules are included in the config. List all the directories that we see with the init. /a. Terraform directory stores and the downloaded provide plugin. Tree. AWS. Right, there's the provider we pulled. 3480, yeah. Okay, there's no check there. So now the provider allows us to manage resources. You can create resources using the provider using the resource blocks. Resource type is a type of resource provided by the provider. The name of the provider for the resource type always the first part of the string. AWS resources have all types beginning with AWS underscore. The list of all supported resources for the provider is available in the sidebar of the AWS provider page. So that's to create the VPC. Oh, and actually we have to make, so append an AWS VPC resource block to main TF. Let's do that then. So provider, AWS VPC. I'm gonna do web VPC. Side block equals 192.168.100.0.24. Enable DNS hostnames. Tags. VPC. So the cider block is the only required argument. DNS host names and tags are both optional. They demonstrate a Boolean value, and mapping includes the name key. The full list of arguments is available on the resource page. Just adding that, essentially. So we added enable host name. This enables the DNS host name of the VPC. And then we added a map of tags. Cool. Alright, and then so if we do Terraform apply, that should spin up. Oh, wait, no. What have we fucked up there? We have. Oh, there we go. I've got to provide us resource. Creating a resource, not a provider. So this is what it's going to create. This action lists all the attributes of the resource. The resource's attributes can be referenced after the resource is created. Some values are known in advance because you've specified them as arguments. The value name. Accept and apply the execution plan by entering yes at the prompt, and then following, we should get an output. So after this command completes, it should give us the notification that it created the resource. We can now use the AWS CLI to confirm that the VPC argument, the VPC has been created using the arguments. So we just run an AWS EC2 describe VPCs in this region, and it should say, yep, we have created that resource. Check that the CIDR block is 192.168.100.0 and that the value was VPC, web VPC. Enter the following command to determine if the DNS hostname support is enabled, so we need to run attribute enable DNS hostnames. Oh, and we have to give it the ID. It is enabled. So
Darkness93 says, "Hey Dad, Mom is asking when you will come home, we are hungry."
Never. I've moved on and I've found another wife. You're all dead to me. How's it going? Jesus. Yeah, pretty so. I'm still paying my child support, so.
I like that.
Thank you for the follow. Alright, that was that lab, so that was pretty pissed, so we'll move on to the next one.